في أكبر الكتب.
What up, though? It's your boy Joe De Niro.
And it's your boy Cashew Stupid.
And this is Mike Checking. We go over everything in hip-hop that we could think of that y'all might want to hear about. Some of the most influential artists that changed the game and made it what it is, even those that laid the foundation.
We also got to bring the elements, the knowledge, anything that you might not even have knew, or some of the stuff that we might not have knew, we're going to share together. That's what we learning together.
We learning together. That's what's up. That's what's up. Since hip-hop is such an influential music around the world, we figure we share what we know and get what y'all know as well. So we're going to get right into it. Last week, we discussed the Fatback Band.
Yep, and the Sugar Hill Gang.
And the Sugar Hill Gang, and how the first two albums and the first commercial album was released and the influence that it had and where it all came about.
And if you didn't see that, go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and check that video out. It was a good one.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So today, you know what I'm saying, we're going to jump into the 80s, and we're going to go over some of our favorite MCs and DJs, because the game done changed a little bit from the DJ to the producer, but it's kind of still the same.
The DJ still DJing. It just changed a little bit. That's all.
And we're going to go over that too. And we also going to highlight some of our favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Our favorite DJs through the game. We already discussed Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, and Africa Bambaataa. But you know what I'm saying? Kool Herc, if y'all didn't know, he was the one that introduced us to the breakbeat, which gave the rappers a beat to rap over.
Right. He was the one that said, let's take two of the same records, put them together, and find that little spot where nobody's saying nothing.
Sweet spot.
Yeah, the sweet spot, the merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round.
Find that little spot right there so we could and interchange it to make it into a whole long loop and make it into a song.
So the MCs could say what they got to say to the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and mostly, back in those days, it was just about to talk about the DJ or the band, depending on what the situation was. It was to hype them up, to get them, check out my DJ, check out my band, check out my group. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But as we get into the 80s, the dynamic began to shift to the MCs a little bit more. They still gave props. The early MCs, they definitely gave props to their DJ, but they became a lot more lyrically professional. The lyrics started to sound better. It wasn't so just, all right, throw your hands in the air type. They had something to say. And the first song, you know what I'm saying, where they really had something to say with the message.
Oh, yes, the message. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. They innovated rap with just telling us what was going on in their neighborhood. But it was going on in a lot of neighborhoods around us. We just didn't have a voice. We didn't have, nobody was listening to us. But they put it to the forefront. They gave us a message and told us exactly what was going on in the neighborhood.
Because what I think, even though I was a young one, but as I got older, what I realized is a lot of people don't even really realize what go in the hood. Maybe they don't think that shit is real.
No. Listen, you remember Cube said on Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, either they don't know, or they don't show, or they don't care
about what's going
on in the hood. No doubt.
I love the fact that they called this song the message, because it was really a message, and it was depending on what you got out of it. What I took from it was, hey, man, we need some help down here, man. You know what I'm saying? We need some help over here. It's fucked up over here where we live at. You know what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of America, even today, you get some of the others that feel like, people in the hood because they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Some people like, man, you want to live? No, don't all I have.
I got to make the best of it.
And some people don't know nothing about the hood.
So with the message, they were telling the story. This is what we see every day. This was going on through. So don't act like it's all sweet and we just lazy over here. We busting our ass. But the message was the first song that resonated with me about like the plight of the hood, I guess.
Cause the first couple of lines in the song say a lot. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stairs, they just don't care.
Real
can't
talk.
Take the stairs. I can't take the noise. I got no money to move out. I guess I got no choice.
No doubt. I mean, and it feels like that sometimes, and I know a lot of people today still feel like that. But to me, hip hop has always been an outlet, and that's what it was created for. because we wanted to tell our own stories. So when he came through with the message, Grandmaster Flash, they did what they had to do with that.
Exactly. Now, the way they dressed was a little different. You know what I'm saying?
I told you before, they dressed like rock stars. They thought they was rock stars.
And they were. They
was rock stars.
They were rap stars. They didn't
have no identity. They just coming out of disco and punk and rock, and they don't know what they was. This is brand new.
Exactly.
This is brand new. We still figuring it out.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we had to do this show for y'all, because there was some stuff that made us say, "Wow!" Like, "Oh my goodness, this what was going on, or this how it was." Even though we were around, we were born, but we wasn't in it. So yeah, that's why we bring it to you.
But like I say, in the '80s, the lyrical skills started to rise, and you start having MCs that was just taking it to the next level. Once mainstream America, the world, realized that hip hop was a commodity, they definitely did what they had to do. Record labels were signing any and everybody.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you rap? Oh, you a DJ? Oh, come on. But only a few was able to stand the test of time. But we got some amazing MCs and DJs from the 80s, and we definitely want to go over them with y'all.
Influential groups of the 1980s. I want to talk about Run DMC.
Hey,
I gotta talk about Run DMC because influenced the way we dressed.
Definitely me.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Still to this day, all day I drink and smoke. That's Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day. I mean, yeah. So Run DMC, they pioneered it because they mixed the rock with the hip hop.
So what they did was they grabbed one of the biggest bands at the time, Aerosmith.
Yes, they did.
And Walk This Way was born.
Yes.
One of the greatest videos still to this day. This day.
Yeah.
The swag that Run DMC carried with the jean suit and the shell toes, no laces. People still do that today.
Yeah, with the
and so let's see. That's 30?
That's
40 years old.
Yeah.
That's 40 years ago. And the influence that Run DMC is still shown today with the chains, with the just basic t-shirts, the fedora. It was clean, and I think part of the reason that I dress the way I dress is because of Run DMC. I love that clean look.
Yeah. The only thing that didn't really stick past the 80s with the no shoestrings. You know, we had to put our shoestrings back in.
It was running from the police.
Yeah, we had to run from the couch. Yeah, we had to put our shoestrings in.
You know, but Run DMC changed the game.
They sure did. They had a lot of great songs. They really did. They did.
They changed. I feel like they changed the game so much as far as, oh, we can make money with endorsements. Oh, we getting this rock money, and then white America noticed it because of Aerosmith.
Exactly.
And like I say, Walk This Way was one of the first crossover hip hop. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it was the first.
Yeah, it was the first time a band without sample.
Yeah, without sample.
Taking a beat.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, let's do this together.
Yes, that's dope. And they also, like we said before, how the MC's job was to hype up the DJ. How many songs do you know that Run DMC had where they hollering Jam Master J's name? Where they telling you my DJ Jam Master J, the greatest of all. You know what I'm saying?
They mention them.
They mention them.
And almost all of them.
Every song. Because that was the formula for hip hop at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Because the DJ is the one that create the rhythm. They keep the beat. They keep the beat going, and they help you move the crowd.
You got to catch it. Yeah. You got to catch it. I'm going to keep it. You catch it. You know what I'm saying?
So yes, the DMC. Big shout out to Run DMC.
So Walk This Way.
If you have not listened to
It's Tricky,
Raising Hell,
yes.
I think you add that to your playlist wherever you listen to your music.
Write that down.
Go on just one day. If you're working out, because it's gonna get you hyped. It's gonna get you hyped.
Yeah.
Go on and check out that Raising Hell album. I want to go on and get to my man Cool James. LL Cool J, first flashy MC you ever seen. Never had a shirt on.
Nope.
Always wore the bucket hat. Hey, for years, everybody used to talk about what his head look like. Don't nobody know what his head. Maybe his head fucked up.
For years.
He don't want to take off his hat.
It went until he started acting that he actually took off his hat.
He started acting. He took off his hat. I think his first movie he wore a hat. But Cool J, let me tell you something. Between my radio, I'm bad, there was no animated lyricists like him. Now there were other lyricists, but as far as just like move the crowd and always live and jumping around and get you hyped and what we call lit right now, it was LL Cool J.
And then he needed love.
And then he switched up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's the first Pac. You know what I'm saying? Where on this album,
he
got love songs.
That formula worked.
Yeah, it worked.
From Who Do You Love? Oh man, he was the GOAT. Yep. He was the GOAT.
Yep. Let me tell you
still
something.
relevant.
Yeah, he's 24 now. He just dropped it. He just dropped something. And go check that out. Go check out his old stuff and his new stuff. That Around the Way Girl, that was innovative because when he spoke to the ladies, that he just wanted the regular old chick. The regular chicks came out the woodwork. That was on, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I just need a round-the-way girl. You know what I'm saying?
Need a round-the-way girl.
Man. And booming system. You know what I'm saying? Cars ride back.
Oh, Mama said knock you out.
Going back to Cali. Oh, my God. I'm going back to Cali.
Yes.
Now listen.
The original Going Back to Cali.
Now listen.
That horn in the beginning, when you first hear that horn.
Man, give me chills right now.
Going Back to Cali.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. LL was the first rapper to cuss the police out. You know how? Because on Bad, he said, "Give me that walkie-talkie."
You'll never catch Cool J.
You'll never catch you, so don't even try it. He was talking to the police while they was standing there on their walkie-talkie. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got a light-skinned black brother with dimples. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Bad. I'm Bad is like one of my favorite songs. Yes. Like I work out to it. I do. I'm Bad is up there.
And then he made it so sweet that Bad stood for bigger and definite.
Bigger and definite.
That's my guy. Cool J. That's my guy. Now let me bring up somebody. Here's a group you might know, you might have heard of, but the DJ of this group was very, very influential. DJ Jazzy J from the Zulu Nation, the African Bambaataa. Those guys, oh my God, they changed. Now they dress different, but they dressed from the motherland, and they made you know where they was from. They was all pro-black. Everything that African Bambaataa did was all pro-black. And yeah, the song Planet Rock.
Yes.
Still to this day.
Sonic Force.
When the song come on, I need some skates. I got the skate when Planet Rock come on.
I should have played right now.
Yeah, you right. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna go for some skates. Three stores somewhere around the corner. Somebody got some skates.
Wait, listen.
Planet Rock is the one. They had a lot of hits. But when you think of African Bambaataa, for me, at least for me, now you got leave some more hits in the comments. But for me, it was Planet Rock. That one took it off when they said "Party people," so we gonna get funky. It was like,
See. Now your reaction to Planet Rock and maybe New York's reaction to Planet Rock is very different than I think. The rest of the world.
Yeah.
The music we grew up with in Detroit was like rock, tech, hip hop mixture
and dance
blended and dance. Yeah. So it had to be an up tempo thing and to pop and lock to dance to. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what we was listening to.
Yep.
It wasn't just where we were in Detroit at that time. The music that we heard, that's what it was. Yep. So for us, so for us. The message and Planet Rock and all of that it was normal to us. It was about 84, 85 that we started really getting into the hip hop because we always listen to African and George Clinton is that type of same artist. So that's what we listen to.
I want to say that it started when the MCs started making their transition to being more storytellers. That's when we really started listening to more hip hop, listening to the words. You know what I'm saying? Because they started telling stories. You're like, wait a minute, that's me. That's
funny stories, all that. The rapping Duke.
The rapping, oh yeah. Now this is a guy very innovative. Let me tell you about this guy. This guy was a rapper that took what's his name?
John Wayne. He took his style.
Took John Wayne's voice and his whole character mannerisms and everything and made it into a rap song. So to make white folks like it, they knew who John Wayne was. You know what I'm saying? Sean Brown, that's who it was. And listen, he's still relevant. Look, listen, he made it so it was cool to be a character in rap. You know what I'm saying? He made it so it could be a character. You could be a character. You know, we got a couple of characters that's in rap that wasn't real people, like Humpty. We gonna say him, you know. But he made it cool to be a character. Afro Man was a character.
It started out like, you know, for the people, like I say, like with the message. But then when they got more creative, with, you know what I'm saying, they started doing it like what was the other dude? Dana Dane. Dana Dane was a funny story.
And you didn't know where Dana Dane was from. He came with the accent and everything.
Yeah, man.
He went crazy, and all his raps was funny. Yeah, he was hilarious. He was hilarious.
But again, but segue. But even with all that, once we got into after the Reagan era, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the crack era, then music kind of began to change. But a lot of the artists had real stuff to say, and first I'm gonna have to highlight NWA.
Ooh, niggas with attitudes.
NWA in the late 80s.
First of all, the name.
Yes. when I say they broke barriers, especially when it came to police brutality in the hood, along with Public Enemy. But I'm gonna stick on NWA right now. Every show we going to jail.
Yeah, we going to jail.
Fuck the police.
We saying fuck
the police.
I remember when they came to the
and it's still fuck the police.
Yes, it still
I'm
is.
sorry I just said that, but I'm not.
It still is. It really still is. I mean, I ain't never really called on them. You know what I'm saying? I've had a time where I seen them and it was like, you know, hey, can you show me which way is got some directions from them?
No, man.
But I don't mess with them at all. Period.
I've never had a good experience with the police.
Ever.
Me being involved or somebody else being involved.
Not even when I was playing PAL.
Never had.
When I was in the police athletic league.
It is what it is, you know, and unfortunately, that's just something that we have to do with. We just recently had the young lady shot in her house in the kitchen with a pot.
Yes.
Over a pot.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the most ridiculous thing that is still going on. Like over is it London or Paris? One of those European countries, they don't even have guns. They got tasers.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's it might be Paris. It might be Paris. Yeah.
It's either England or France. One of them. And
let us know if you know.
Yeah, let us know if you know.
Because that says a lot about the people that they're around. And
they got hoods too.
Yeah. Because I remember when the police had revolvers, and then when Glocks hit the street, and people and we had Glocks, they went and got Glocks. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Hellcats and shit that we got, the vets and everything. Yep. The police went and got them. Our dress, you know, they dress. You know what I'm saying? They do everything, try to. It is crazy. And now you probably can't even make a "fuck the police" song right now. No artist probably could for fear of his own life. You know what I'm saying? Back then they didn't care. The NWA didn't care. Q wrote that. He didn't care. He didn't care. Story has it that they had just got harassed by the police, and Q come in the studio and make the whole "fuck the police" song for everyone, give everybody a verse, and say, "We're doing this song right now." You can't do that. I don't know, because the police is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just different now. You can't just fuck the police. You can't do it. I don't even think you can write that song. No. Yeah. I don't think Lil Baby. No.
The world we live in is different. Now the other group I want to
highlight, Public Enemy. Yeah,
Fight the Power,
man. Because listen,
because they was on the same page on different coasts.
Yep.
And
they speaking the same thing. That's why Q, when he left the West Coast, went straight over there with them. Because they was on the same page. That Fight the Power song. Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something. I still want to Fight the Power. Public Enemy. Chuck D, Flavor Flav. See, a lot of y'all know Flavor Flav is Flavor of Love. Funny. No, yo.
No.
He's a pioneer.
Flavor live in Detroit now, too.
Yeah.
Flavor live in Detroit right now.
Flavor is a pioneer.
Yes, he is. He was the first one. Man, Chuck D was he was just like, man, fuck you.
Straight political.
Yeah, straight.
College educated.
They had the SW1s with him. Remember? Man, they march up there, be marching with them, and man, that was epic, man.
Now, just on a personal opinion, I'm gonna segue for a minute, bro. Stay on topic. I think because of groups like NWA, Public Enemy, SW1, KRS-One. Record executives were damn near forced to change the trajectory.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because
BDP.
Boogie Down Production.
Yeah, that was deep.
Yeah. KRS-One was like they was talking to us.
Yeah, they were.
You see what I'm saying? It started with the message. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get a decade later, almost a decade later, and you at Public Enemy and NWA, record executives was like, no,
right, exactly.
Let's change this a little bit. Let's change this. This is the let's make it about money. No, not just that. Let's make it about money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to keep it on empowerment too long. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. It could be 100% right.
No, that's true because KRS-One wasn't no millionaire off of rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At that time, rappers wasn't getting millions. Yeah. Rappers wasn't getting millions back in the day. They might have. They just started getting paid for some of that stuff back then. They just started getting their royalties back then. So it wasn't even about the money. I
feel like, don't get me started. I have to do a whole separate show. You know what I'm saying? But I do really feel like that's why they changed it. We don't want to empower the community. We don't want to empower black and brown too much. We don't want them to feel like they can do anything too much. Okay, we're gonna keep y'all where y'all at. Here go the bling bling. Here go the If y'all unite, Arrested Development, like groups like that, like De La Soul, like Q-Tip, Diggable Planets. Yeah. Those groups, they just stopped making music, kind of. They went underground.
Look at Lauryn Hill. She just stopped. She like, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't making no more music. I can't do the politics with this stuff.
And that's what it was, politics. It
was all the politics.
It was politics. They wasn't giving them checks no more. It got to, how my boy Prince said, it got to be spin the block, shoot them up. Hey, Gucci gang.
Everything. So,
spin the block.
So we wonder why Lauryn Hill and some of our favorite people stopped making music, or we selfish in that point because we want to still.
The record labels wasn't giving them that same money.
They was not.
They rather get the money to them over there.
Yeah, and that messed it up for everybody. Now Lauryn Hill is back, but she's doing her own thing.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah, they're waiting to get their masters back. What is it, 30 years?
Yeah, take 30 years.
Get your masters back. Okay, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but. You know, the labels wasn't giving them the money. They was like, okay, we're going to allocate it over here because they shooting, they got guns, they this, they that.
I just heard the DOC say the other day, we was listening, he said that he going to re-record all his, when he get his masters back, he going to record all it so he can actually get some money. Because he never got no money off the original stuff, and it wasn't due to Dre or nobody, nothing like that. It was other politics involved, other people involved, but they wasn't giving up that money anyway. Them 10,000 and 20,000, that was a lot for a young kid coming out the ghetto back then, 10 bands. Well, right now they getting 10 million just to shoot a video type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Going crazy. So it has to go back. Yeah, the foundation is why we have to speak about where it's going now. Why they changed it? Why they take it to a whole nother level is beyond me.
The type of artist is I feel like an old man now.
Yeah. Just doing the show.
Just doing like an old man. Yeah. Because the music, I'm like, turn that shit off. Man, that's what I swear. That's what I want to say.
Music. It's entertaining.
We need more like.
It's a difference.
We need more like the God MC.
Yeah, Rakim.
We just talked about Rakim yesterday. Yeah. I asked him, I said, what was your favorite part about Rakim?
His damn delivery. His delivery.
His delivery.
He sounded like he was blowed a little bit, but he was spitting that game, man. He was talking that shit, man. And now you heard people sound like him, but he didn't sound like nobody else.
Yeah, he was so different. And his lyrics with no cussing, you might say, damn.
Pac say, nah, I stole all that shit. He kind of sound like them, but they're from you can't say that with somebody from the same neighborhood, same, you know what I'm saying, area. You can't say nobody stole their style. You know what I'm sounding like. You know, people sounding like, you know, they say about Detroit all the time. All Detroit rappers sounding like. They from the east side, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, Rakim, man, the way he came, him and his DJ. Eric B ain't say nothing. Y'all never heard. He spoke with his hands. Wasn't that beautiful?
Man, he got a track on the was it Paid in Full album.
Eric B is on the cut.
No, not that one. Chinese Arithmetic.
Oh yes.
Chinese Arithmetic.
Yes. And it's still on mine. It's still Eric B for president. You know what I'm saying? I'm still voting Eric B for president.
Man,
right
I ain't
now.
no joke. Paid in full.
And when Rakim went to Dapper Dan and said, "Make me this jacket, make me and my man these jackets," changed the
that
game.
was something we ain't never seen before.
Because Gucci was expensive. So what Dapper Dan used to do, you already know, he'd go get some Gucci fabric, real Gucci fabric, and cut it up and put little pieces on your jacket. Where it wasn't the whole Gucci jacket, and you can afford that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can afford that.
Pretty much everything y'all wear now, we wore in the 80s.
We sure did, right now. From shoes,
the gear,
everything,
sweats, everything.
I
LL with the Troop.
Yep. Yeah, the Levi's, the belts with the name.
With the name belts?
Yeah, the big gold chain, the big Cuban.
We did all that.
We did all that already.
We did all that.
And shout out to the new generation for picking it up, but, just pay homage to where it came from, that's all.
And that's what we're doing here with Mike Checkin.
That's what we do.
Because I am Joe De Niro.
And I am Cashew Stupid.
That's what I'm talking about.
For sure.
So, we got to get into the ladies. We ain't talking about none of the ladies because the 80s,
yes,
introduced us to Roxanne Shante.
Yeah, MC Light.
Well, no, what was her name? Shy-Rock.
Shy-Rock. She was on B Street.
Now the ladies got in where they could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shy-Rock. We had MC Light. We had Roxanne Shante.
Yeah.
But the ones that stood out the most, for real, was Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper for sure.
And Queen Latifah.
And Queen Latifah for sure. Queen Latifah was very innovative when she was just saying, first of all, Queen Latifah came out with the African. She was the queen, and she
let everybody know.
Man, she came out with the crowns on. She was wearing the crowns. She was going crazy, wearing the aunts and shit.
She was always giving props to the ladies because
every song.
She felt like hip hop was leaving the ladies behind, but she wanted to let everybody know that she deserved to be here, and she is still relevant to this day.
You and I, right?
She transitioned to jazz, acting, just like some of the.
She the equalizer right now.
Yeah, she the equalizer.
She the equalizer right now.
Hey, if you get beat up by Queen Latifah,
right. She was clear on setting it off.
You in the wrong profession.
Man, listen. She said, "Who you calling a bitch?" You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody slapped her on her ass or something on the song, remember? She hated that. Like, somebody touched my booty, he was nasty. See, of course we know Queen Latifah ain't like no nigga touching her ass anyway. But still, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody like
no, I'm just saying, Queen Latifah don't like that.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, this is a public service announcement.
Hey, let me give you a disclaimer. The views expressed by Cashew,
I love you, Queen.
The views expressed by Cashew Stupid are those the opinions and views of Cashew Stupid and him solely, not of the TCC podcast or Mike Checkin. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. But the 90s had
saying that
Salt and Pepper when they said push it. When that was a song about fucking, right?
Yeah.
We know that was about, but they didn't say it. They kept it a little subtle. They didn't just jump out the closet.
My mannish ass knew what they was talking about.
I knew exactly what. And then look, why they didn't cuss? You know what I'm saying? But why we weren't supposed to listen to that?
Hey,
it didn't come
because it was mannish.
It was mannish. It was mannish.
But if you want to get into mannish, you already know. Go ahead. Uncle Luke.
You talking about Luke?
Let me tell you something about that tape. Let me tell you about that first 2 Live Crew tape, man.
Oh my God.
I got in trouble. I had that in my backpack. I never would take it out until I was listening to it, and then I would always put it in my book bag.
It had the ass. It had the ass on the cover. And then when niggas got in trouble, they had the little tape across the ass. Remember Luke and Luke did so much for hip hop. He the one that got the parental advisory sticker on the album.
Exactly.
He was the first one to get that. He fought for
that.
Shout
out to Uncle Luke.
Shout out to Uncle Luke. Luther Campbell. Look him up. He fought for that so we could say whatever we want. Even though NWO had came out with "Fuck the Police," it was just like, oh my God.
It was right.
But Luke started talking about, man, that pussy wide over there.
Yeah. I used to know them songs by heart. My managed ass. I used to know. Let me tell you about it was pop that P, throw that D.
Yeah.
Hey,
throw that D. Man, I didn't say shake that, make that boy say. I didn't say
talking about we want some pussy.
Hey, we want some pussy. Me so horny. We thought me so horny. Rest in peace to our brother Marquise just passed. China Man had passed a couple years ago, but brother Marquise did just pass. Luke is still doing his thing. Luke was always getting in trouble. He did never care. He'd go to court, fight for that shit, win.
Yeah.
Come back. I remember he had Luke's Peep Show on HBO. Remember?
No. The Freak Show.
Yeah,
he had the Freak Show.
Yeah, but he had the Freak Show. You had to get the tape. You had to get the tape. Yeah. The Peep Show was just a peep into the freak.
Yeah. It was like
that was my guy.
The hard R-rated version, but then he released the Freak Show.
And look, let me give you a little tad bit of Luke. He the one that introduced Trick Daddy to the world with his first song, Scar. Yeah, so Trick Daddy came out with Luke. They never really did nothing else after Scar. But that song, Scar,
man.
Only I'm shit now. You look trick now.
I used to beat that in the Jimmy like
man,
I had the beats.
That
and the girl and the strippers love that song.
Man, let them hoes fight by Disco Rick. That was the same era. That was Skywalker Records. I remember. Let them hoes fight. Yeah, that was
Uncle Luke. Shout out to Uncle Luke. Hey. So, what else you got for us, Shoes?
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because still relevant.
Yeah, because that was
one of the greatest DJs ever, bro.
Yes, and remember that album, I'm the Rapper, He's the DJ?
I'm the Rapper, He's the DJ.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. The album cover he was pointing
I like that whole album.
Yes, that was Nightmare on My Street.
I think that was the last album I actually liked.
He was beefing with Freddie, remember? Remember Nightmare on My Street?
Yes.
Remember that song? The Freddie Krueger song.
He was another one. He was another funny add comedy
to
his hip hop. He was very funny and he told amazing stories. Parents just don't understand. Even summertime. I bump summertime at least 3 times a year, 4 times a year. More than that, honestly.
Never cuss.
Never cuss.
Till you saw my blinker, bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kept it wholesome. He kept it cool.
He's another one that honestly took hip hop to mainstream just from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It introduced fashion and style and music and
every time you saw
he brought his homeboy with him,
Jazzy Jeff. Oh, and Jazzy Jeff's skills on the ones and twos is impeccable. If you get a chance, go ahead and check out Jazzy Jeff. Like in the past few years, but some of his early work too. But even still now, he still got it. You know, even though technology changed, he didn't change. Them 1200 techniques, he's still working them boys.
He used to do a exclusive DJ retreat. Okay. I'm not sure if he still does it, but he would invite all his favorite DJs. And they would go exchange knowledge and work on different things like that. But that was something I would have loved to be.
Let's give an honorable mention to Grand Wizard Theodore, though. So Grand Wizard Theodore, this is the guy that the first scratched up some records. This was in 81. 79, they were doing the loop. They was trying to find a break beat, and they were just breaking it back and forth to that. Grand Wizard Theodore said, let's take it back. Let's take oh my goodness, what is he doing? And bringing it back. So yeah, I just want to give a little shout out to him. A little knowledge for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring you some knowledge, you know.
No doubt. So this has been Mike Checking with Joe De Niro and
Cashew Stupid.
Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I want y'all to tune in, check us out. We may have some extra shows coming on. We're going to try to do this a lot more. I want to appreciate everybody that's sharing, liking, and subscribing.
Yes, sir.
And tell your friends. Yes. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends. It's 2 crazy dudes, just on the microphone talking.
And tell them if we don't know what we're talking about. Tell us that too so we can get knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? You can help us out.
Yeah, I'm grown as hell, man. Criticism, is constructive.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you ain't talking about me, I ain't doing my job right.
Exactly. Right.
I don't care how you talk about me. If you ain't talking about me, I ain't doing something right.
So, yeah. So, in conclusion, MCs and DJs, they were very, very influential.
No doubt.
They came, they brought us the style, and they brought us the soundtrack, you know what I'm saying, for our lives, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, at least, I know for most of y'all too, That's the foundation. That's where it started from. You know what I mean? That's when it got big. You know, the '80s is when it started. Ooh, you know what to expect. And like you said, that's when they start trying to push the envelope for it to go a different route. You know what I'm saying? So definitely just pay attention to where that, how that started and how that went, and who's still relevant to this day.
That's right.
And who ain't no actor? You know, we got a lot of.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna have to do that one too.
Yeah, we got to do that.
But also about hip hop in the '80s, it was when the world was introduced to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And crack. Yeah. It changed music. I remember what the world was.
You're killing me, Smalls. But the '80s is what laid the foundation for it. And a lot of things that were happening in the '80s is still going on today. Everything from what's going on in the hood, what's going on in the business, in the boardroom,
in the White House.
Yeah. If you listen to that music, a lot of that still can come over into this decade.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? And it just go to show you some things never change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hip hop is steadily growing. Hip hop is worldwide.
Sure is.
And it's going to continue to grow. It's going to be, and if it's not already, the number one music genre in the world.
It probably is.
It probably is.
It probably is. They're not gonna tell us that. We're gonna tell y'all that, but they probably not gonna tell us that. It ain't country music if that's what y'all think. It definitely ain't, because you ain't. I mean, country stations you got one maybe. I mean, not saying.
But you talking about the world?
Yeah.
People in Pakistan don't relate to that. No. Like they relate to Snoop. Right. Yeah. Everybody listen to Snoop Dogg around the world.
Yeah.
So
what is that?
The most popular music genre can vary, but there are some of the most popular. But hip hop since 2021 is the most streamed genre in the U.S. and considered to be the most popular genre in the world. Hip hop.
Next to EDM.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got no words for that. All you got to do is and I can dig it.
Added to Roxbury.
For real. I feel it. Music is music, but hip hop will reign supreme and live strong and always be number one.
Hip hop is number one. Yeah. Always. I am hip hop.
For sure.